What up, Tickets and Gamers? Today I have an awesome new treat for all my content creators who do their video editing via iPad or any type of workflow using their iPad connected to, say, a monitor, a mouse, a keyboard, or even trying to connect it to external storage. Then you're in the right place, because today I have something pretty nice. That's right. And it is the ByEasy 8-in-1 Type-C desktop metal holder for tablet. I don't know why they called it a metal holder. I guess they want to emphasize that it's metal, but it's basically an iPad stand with, that's right, with a USB-C hub attached to it. All in one shop here. iPad, Galaxy tablets, I would even venture to say possibly laptops. Now, this looks relatively promising and modern with, I think, 1 or 2 modern ports on this. But if this is your thing and you are a LumaFusion editor, if you've edited in DaVinci Resolve, which they now have the mobile app you can use for iPads, then this may be a thing that you might want to look into. And if it is something you want to look into, let's look into it right now. All right, Techies and Gamers, here we are with the ByEasy 8-in-1 USB-C desktop metal stand or tablet holder for an iPad or any tablet really for mobile desktop content creation, right? So let's see what we're getting in the box. Let me bust it open because I have not opened this up, and we're gonna take a look together, you and I. Shake the box open. Oh, it's tight. Here we are with some covering and in your face, which it should be in typical fashion. You should have your instructions. This thing looks pretty sweet. This is all you will get in your box, my wonderful Techies and Gamers. And for all intents and purposes, this is solid metal, some kind of aluminum finish here, and it is a little bit weighty, right? It has some weight to it. 2 nice rubber strips here at the top to keep your device from sliding. This is pretty tight, these joints, so you will get some nice you will get some nice weight. You can probably put your entire MacBook Pro on this. I'm gonna probably test that in a second. And with your device, you get a USB-C to USB-C cable here. I will say that this thing right off the rip feels super premium. 360 rotation here, so you can pretty much orient this any direction you would like. On the back of the device, you have your power delivery port right here, USB-C in nature. You have an HDMI, which shoots up to 4K 30, and we have a gigabit LAN. We have a micro SD as well as a SD card slot there for about 5 gigabits of speed. Type-C, which you should get about 10 gigabits of speed out of this. So we're gonna see what kind of data transmission rates we're getting out of that. And on the other side, we have 2 5 gigabits, and you have an audio port for plugging in a 3.5mm jack for your headset. And along the bottom, of course, you get more rubber strips to prevent your device from sliding on your table. So this thing is already looking nice and promising and sweet. Now, what I will say is that it doesn't come with a power cable. You have to, of course, supply that for yourself. So be sure you find yourself a nice, durable, strong power cable, at least something that's pumping out 100 watts. Otherwise, you have a 100-watt power delivery for nothing. This does, in fact, fit with a relatively thick case on this, because the grippers right here where you mount your iPad is pretty wide, so has no problem holding up this iPad in this fashion. Another fantastic thing is this thing is strong enough to hold up an M1 MacBook Pro. This is the 14-inch variant, and as you can see, it has no problem holding up a MacBook Pro. And not only can it hold it, this specific stand docking station works better for Mac or laptops than it does for iPad. And that is because of the way this can display its extended monitor to an extended screen, because essentially this is a mini docking station housed all into one as a stand. The iPad was okay, but I have an ultra wide monitor, 21:9 ratio, and the iPad does not extend to that ultra wide resolution. This MacBook has the capability and power to make it ultra wide and at the max resolution, and I'm getting about 100 hertz. Unfortunately, you will only be able to extend your M1 or M2, any of the M series iPads, iPad Pros that is, to an external monitor and have full extended display. Otherwise, anything below that, any of the A12, anything processor that Apple has, those are all going to be the classic mirrored display extension. Now, transfer rates going from the docking station, right, to docking station, from the MacBook via the, well, in my test, I used the Crucial X6, which boasts close to 700, 800 megabytes per second. Over this docking station, it varied. It was between 400 and 500 megabytes per second via the 3.0 USB port. So that's actually pretty good. So doing your video editing off of this docking station is fast enough, working off of an SSD and producing your content and working with something like DaVinci Resolve over an extended monitor via the MacBook. It worked like cream, butter, cheese, and peanut butter. That's completely gross. So with all that said, does this little bad boy ByEasy make the pass on a tech, toys, and gaming show? Absolutely. I really like this device, honestly, and I'm deciding whether or not if I'm going to keep it and swap out the current docking station I have for my laptop with this one, because this one has nice versatility with it, has enough interface USB ports on this 3.0. You have SD card slots on this mini as well as standard, has HDMI 4K 30, which is fantastic. Running at less than 4K, I was getting about 100 hertz refresh rate over this port, so you're getting some good refresh rates. Anything lower than 4K, power delivery is fantastic, and I like that you can rotate this and you don't have to actually move the base unit to spin around your device. Fully metal and heavy. Awesome. I do like this device. Right now you can catch it on Amazon for about 60 bucks. My opinions here are my own. They have no say on what I am to say and feel about the device. So take it with a grain of salt, throw some sazon on it, and fry your chicken in garlic sauce. What? Actually, that sounds pretty good.